The 10 missing scientists case. Mystery or misinformation. Dead or missing. All allegedly tied to nuclear programs, NASA, or classified research. And now the internet is asking one question. Is something going on behind the scenes, or is this just a coincidence going viral? And did I hear there could be 11 now? Hey, lovelies. Real quick, I'm Summer. This is All Day Mystery. I like to do a little bit of true crime here, a little bit of mystery, maybe a lot of bit of mystery. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please stay tuned. Have some coffee, have some tea. Let's do this. We're breaking down a story that's exploded across social media in 2026. Claims that around 10 or more scientists connected to sensitive U.S. research have either died or gone missing under mysterious circumstances. This has gotten so big that even the FBI and U.S. lawmakers are now looking into it. But the truth is more complicated than the headlines. This didn't start as an official investigation. It started online. Posts on social media and tabloid styles reports began listing names of researchers, people linked to places like NASA contractors, Los Alamos National Laboratories, MIT, and aerospace programs. Some died, some disappeared. Some cases are still open or unclear. But here's the key detail. These cases happened over multiple years in different locations under completely different circumstances. The theory blew up because people started connecting unrelated tragedies into one pattern. Some of the cases included a retired Air Force general who went missing in 2026, recent, a scientist who disappeared while hiking, a researcher found dead months after going missing, others who died from cases that were later documented as homicide, suicide, or natural causes. Online, these were grouped together into a single narrative. Something is targeting scientists with secret knowledge. But investigators say that's not supported by evidence. One of the names that also comes up is Amy Eskridge. She died in 2022. And officially, her death was recorded as a suicide. But online, that detail was never the end of her story. It became the beginning of something else. Listen to a video she did.
It's been independently discovered 4 other times. He said it has been suppressed every single fucking time. And he said, I don't think they're going to suppress it this time. He said, I think you're in the clear. He said they obviously know about you because I've had multiple, both protective and threatening interactions with various agency affiliations, whatever. He was like, if you haven't had a US government agent come to you and say, stop, shut the fuck up, stop, shut the fuck up. If that hasn't happened, they're going to let you do it. They're waiting. There are SSP motherfuckers that are fucking twiddling their thumbs. Like, is Amy not going to publish soon? Gah, we've been influencing this bitch forever. Doesn't she know we want her to publish? Jesus. Like, there's multiple people doing that right now. And on the other side of the fence, there's multiple parties looking at each other like, didn't we tell this bitch 3 years ago that we kill people for this? Is she not listening? What is she doing? She's still doing it? What? We told her we were going to kill her 3 years ago. So I have these two different scenarios floating constantly in my life where I have people being like, do it, do it, do it. You're the one, do it. And then I have multiple people being like, they're going to kill you. Don't do it. They're going to kill you.
She talked in an interview about how we discovered anti-gravity and our lives went too explosive and people started sabotaging us. She also talked about getting threats before she died of a gunshot wound that they say was self-inflicted. There was no autopsy done, no reports for her unaliving. She sent messages expressing that she feared for her safety and that if you see a report that I unalived myself, I most definitely did not. If you see anything about me overdosing, I most definitely did not. If you see any reports that I unalived someone, I most definitely did not. She talked about break-ins that happened and being followed and harassed. She talked about not mentioning it in a message, saying she didn't know who was doing it yet, but that it could literally be anyone. That she wanted a web of people who are fully aware that she did not unalive herself. In a message, she said, I think I might know why this particular thing is happening right now, but I still can't quite be sure because I'm still not quite sure of who is doing it. It's just super creepy. The creepiest shit ever for me, which is saying a lot. It's just the same old shit, but like times 100. I think it's maybe happening because I just entered my next proposal in white paper writing phase vert recently for various domestic agencies. And it's the best shit I've ever written. I think that's why now attempt to drive me crazy with endless shit and try to relentlessly taunt me into killing myself or try to lure me outside before I send this newest shit to my COL at DARPA or my program director at NASA. If they can successfully taunt me into killing myself tomorrow, my most recent best work ever would die with me. I think that is why. But can I tell any of these agencies that I am currently being aggressively taunted into killing myself right now, though? No, I can't. It would immediately disqualify me from obtaining any new security clearance in the future. The moment that it gets reported, which is maybe actually the whole point of the exercise, taught me into reporting something that gets me blacklisted from clearance. That might be the point that would achieve their goal. I don't want it to be reported. I just want the people closest to me to be able to vouch for this happening later. If something were to happen, then there's Nuno, and I'll put his last name right here, a respected MIT physicist working in plasma science and fusion research, the kind of work tied to future energy systems. He died in 2025. He was gunned down near his home in Brooklyn by someone that went to the same school at the same time in the 90s. And just like the first case, it was handled as a standalone tragedy. No shared investigation, no known connection, no evidence linking it to anything else. And from there, the list starts to grow online. Scientists described as aerospace researchers, defense contractors, lab scientists, engineers tied to federal programs. But here's where things start to blur. Because once you dig into each name individually, the details change. Some cases are confirmed, some are misreported, some don't match official research. And a big reason this story spread so fast is because of where these people are said to work. NASA, defense contractors, national laboratories. Places like Los Alamos or aerospace research centers automatically add a layer of mystery in people's minds. But the reality is simple. These institutions employ thousands of people working on completely separate projects. Being connected to the same organization doesn't mean the cases are connected. This is where things get interesting. Because unlike most internet conspiracies, this one did reach official attention. The FBI confirmed it is reviewing whether there are any connections between cases. Congressional committees requested briefings. NASA and other agencies are cooperating with information requests. But, and this is important, officials have also stressed this. There is currently no confirmed evidence of a coordinated plot. Do they just want us to think that? And the cases are reviewed and clearer picture is emerging. The individuals, they worked in different fields. Not all were nuclear scientists. Were employed at unrelated institutes, died or went missing in different ways. Do not share a verified common cause or connection. Experts analyzing the situation say the pattern is likely the result of selective grouping of unrelated events, viral misinformation, amplification, coincidence being interpreted as coordination. This is the physiological part of the story. When you see multiple strange or tragic events together, the brain tries to connect them, especially when the people are scientists. The people sound classified or secretive. The internet adds missing details or speculation. That combination creates a perfect conspiracy storm. Experts call this pattern recognition bias, seeing connections that aren't actually there. And that's where, what if this isn't coincidence at all? What if all of this is connected? Because if there were a connection, it wouldn't show up in headlines. It would show up in the details, in timelines, and patterns, and things most people scroll right past. So where does this leave us? Right now, there are real deaths and disappearances. Some are still under investigation. Authorities are reviewing them for national security concerns. But there is no confirmed evidence of a coordinated targeting of scientists. The cases span years, causes, and unrelated events. Many details circulating online are incomplete or misleading. So the real story here isn't a confirmed hidden operation. It's how quickly unrelated tragedies can turn into a global conspiracy theory in an age of social media. Right now, investigators are still doing what they always do in cases like this, separating coincidence from connection. If anything real comes out of it, we'll know. But for now, the truth is the internet is running faster than the evidence. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know in the comments. Please give me a like. Please give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really like that if you could just stay tuned. If you're still here, that is, I really do appreciate it. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Please stay tuned. I have more to come. If you have any questions, please do leave a comment. Thank you. And as always, watch your back and don't talk to strangers.